Welcome back to the Midday View. The President has submitted the names of 4 candidates to the Judicial Service Commission for consideration for the position of Chief Justice. Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo is among them. Alison Tilley from Judges Matter joins me now to discuss this further. Thank you very much, Ms. Tilley, for your time. I'm sure you were happy as Justice Matters to find out that the Presidency and the President listened to the panel, the interview panel, when they raised concern about Judge John Hlophe.
Yes, I think there was a lot of consternation about consideration of Judge President Hlophe for the position, given the difficulties that he's in currently with decisions pending in relation to misconduct on his part. So I think that's encouraging that we have a solid shortlist of 4 names.
And this, of course, I saw that in one of the articles you wrote or one of the interviews that you had, you were saying that this is a positive coming from the fact that in South Africa, during this time when we're looking for a new Chief Justice, it's always been about political power, political influence, and this is what's being investigated against Judge John Hlophe.
Well, I think there's a range of issues going back a number of years. Yes, there is the matter involving the former president, but there have also been other issues of late, and those are still to be dealt with by the conduct tribunal. So I would expect that there would be more issues coming down the line, and some of them are in relation to things that definitely aren't about political influence, but about misconduct in terms of the code.
But whoever comes in as Chief Justice from Chief Justice Mogoeng has a huge role to play in proving that our Constitution really does work in South Africa, especially after such a dramatic year.
I think the role of Chief Justice is just so big. You know, when we're trying to describe the different things that the Chief Justice does, you go on for a page and a half of the different roles that the Chief Justice plays. It's not only about being a jurist and an excellent jurist and a thought leader in a court of excellent jurists. It's also about administering a huge system, which involves the High Court, obviously, and then all the other superior courts, but also there is a role in relation to magistracy, and then there's also other roles that the Chief Justice plays. So it's a very big job.
What do you make of what the public has been saying, particularly with the President of the Supreme Court of Appeal, Mandisa Maya? You know, the President did ask for public opinion on who should be our Chief Justice, and a lot of people are saying that they're looking forward to the possibility of having a female Chief Justice.
I think there are things to say in favor of all the candidates, which is encouraging. So they're all strong candidates. Certainly, President Maya, President of the Supreme Court of Appeal, is a woman. That's important. The Constitution tells us so in terms of race and gender in the judiciary. She has would have the longest term, so she would be able to serve for a full 12 years. The person who would have the shortest term would be the acting Chief Justice currently, Justice Raymond Zondo, who would only really have 3 years of a term. So I think those are the both ends of the extreme, with the other 2 candidates more in the middle.
And of course, Chief Justice Raymond Zondo is the most well-known in the public, especially because of the fact that he was chair of the Commission into State Capture. But he also did get more respect from the public because of what's happened during the course of this year between himself and the former president.
I think he's had a platform on which to demonstrate, his excellent qualities as a justice, and I think there's been a lot of respect for the integrity that he's shown, determination, independence. These are all things that are very important for judges across the board. His thoroughness, how deliberate he is. So certainly I think there are many factors that speak in favour of him as a Chief Justice going forward.
All right, thank you very much, Alison Tilley. Thank you for your time on eNCA. She's from Judges Matter.